Hello, everyone. My name is Kevin. Welcome to a presentation of the Backwoods K Baseball Network. This is the 1986 New York Mets replay with Pocket Pin and Run in companion with Digital Diamond Baseball. Today's game features the second game of a doubleheader between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals from Shea Stadium in New York. The Mets won the first game of this doubleheader by the score of 2-0 on, on a four-hit shutout from Bob Ojeda. In game two, it will be Rick Aguilera, who has a record of 11 wins and 3 losses and a 2.12 earned run average, facing Bob Forsch for the Cardinals, who comes in with a record of 11 wins, 7 losses, and a 3.38 earned run average. The Mets come into the game with a record of 80 wins and 33 losses, while the Cardinals come into the game with a record of 50 and 63. Vince Coleman steps into the box. He's leading off the game for the Cardinals here in game number 2. Comes to the game batting .235 with 1 home run and 33 runs batted in. Aguilera looks into Gary Carter for the sign, kicks and deals. Is a ground ball hit to Wally Backman at second. Fields it, throws the first one down. And that's how we get started here today in game 2 at Shea. Stepping to the plate is Willie McGee. McGee batting .291. 4 home runs, 49 runs batted in. Aguilera kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. McGee goes down swinging. 2 men down. Before Ozzie Smith steps into the plate, here is the defensive alignment for the New York Mets. Keith Hernandez is at first, Wally Backman's at second, Rafael Santana's at short, Ray Knight at third, Mookie Wilson in left, and Lenny Dykstra in center, and Darryl Strawberry's around and right. Gary Carter's doing the catching for Rick Aguilera. Ozzie Smith batting .334, 2 home runs, 30 runs batted in. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the first here at Shea. Aguilera kicks and deals. And swung on, hit down the right field line. Fair ball bounces into the stands over the sidewall. It's a ground rule double for Ozzie Smith. And he's at second with 2 outs. Here in the top of the first for Jack Clark. Clark comes to the game batting .197, 5 home runs, 15 runs batted in. A base hit more than likely will put the Cardinals on top. Aguilera from the set. The pitch to Clark. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Carter. He picks it up, throws the first in time, side retired. A nasty slider thrown by Rick Aguilera got Clark to go fishing. And the Cardinals are done here in the first. No runs, a hit. 1 left to the score. We played a half inning here at Shea. Cardinals nothing, Mets coming to bat on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Lenny Dykstra stepping in, batting 302, leading off for the Mets here, bottom of the first. Lenny has 22 home runs, 62 runs batted in. He's having an outstanding season for the New York Mets. Bob Force into the windup. Here's the pitch. And he hit her. He hit Lenny Dykstra. Lenny goes down the first. He's being looked at by the trainer. He says he's all right. He's going to stay in the ball game. But he is on at first after being hit by the pitch. So Dykes is on at first. Wally Backman steps to the plate. Backman batting 278. 10 home runs, 55 runs batted in. Dykstra gets his lead off first. Force from the stretch. Delivered. There goes Dykstra. The throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen space for a while for Lenny Dykstra. And he's in scoring position with nobody out. A strong throw by Mike Heath, but Dykes was able to slide in under the tag. Backman takes a step out, and while he does, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Cardinals. Jack Clark is at first, Tommy Hurd at second, Ozzie Smith is at short, Terry Pendleton is at third, Vince Coleman in left, Willie McGee in center, Andy Van Slyke around at right, Mike Heath doing the catching for Bob Force. Backman is now back in the box. A base hit more than likely will score Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra takes his lead off second. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Backman. Popped him up. Heath sheds the mask. Makes the catch, one down. A big out by Bob Force. As Dykstra has to hold at second. Here's Keith Hernandez. Hernandez batting 312. Had an excellent first game with a doubleheader, went 3 for 3. He has 18 home runs and a team leading 78 runs batted in. Looking for another one right here. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball hit sharply to short. Fielded by Smith. Looks Dykstra back to second. Throws the first in time. 2 men down. As Dykstra could not advance as the ball was hit in front of him to Smith. So now it's up to Ray Knight to get the runner in from second. Knight batting 313, 10 home runs, 58 runs batted in. Force from the stretch. Delivers tonight. Ground ball hit sharply to short. Fielded by Smith. Throws the first in time. Side retired. The Mets threaten but do not score. No runs, no hit. A hit batsman, stolen base, no errors, and one left. At the end of one. Cardinals nothing. Mets nothing on the Rack with K Baseball Network. Andy Van Slyke is your batter, leading off the second for St. Louis. Van Slyke batting 249, 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Aguilera kicks and deals. Fly ball hit the left field. Wilson into left center field in front of the track makes the catch, one down. Terry Pendleton steps to the plate batting 265. No home runs, 35 runs batted in. Aguilera kicks and deals. Ground ball hit towards short. Fielded by Santana. Throws the first in time. 2 men down. Now bring up Tommy Hearn. Hearn batting 225. 4 home runs, 47 runs batted in. No score, 2 outs, top of the second. Game 2 here at Shea. Mets won the first game 2-0. Aguilera ends the wind up. Here's the pitch. Ground ball hits towards second. Scooped up by Backman. Throws the first in time. Side retired. The Cardinals are done here in the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Cardinals nothing, Mets nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Darryl Strawberry steps to the plate, batting 285 as he leads off the bottom of the second. Darryl has 14 home runs, 69 runs batted in. Force kicks and deals. Fly ball center field. Willie McGee moving toward right center makes the catch, one down. Mookie Wilson steps to the plate, batting 291. 8 home runs, 48 runs batted in. Force kicks and deals. Swung on a drive in the right center field. That'll get down. It's a base hit for Mookie Wilson. He hits second. He's on his way to third. The throw to third, and Mookie is out. He's gunned down by Willie McGee with the relay from Ozzie Smith. Wilson, trying to stretch a double into a triple, is cut down. So now it's 2 outs with nobody on for Gary Carter. Carter batting 192, 7 home runs, 47 runs batted in. The pitch to Carter. That's a base hit in the left field. How big was that play just now made by Willie McGee? Potentially saves a run as Gary Carter singles into left. Here's Rafael Santana. Santana batting 182. 2 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Carter not a threat, not being held by Clark at first. Forced from the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball right side. Base hit in the right field. Carter holds at second. So now runners at first and second for Rick Aguilera. And that play by Willie McGee looms even larger. Aguilera on the season batting 205. No home runs, 4 runs batted in. Forced from the stretch. The pitch to Aguilera. Fly ball to left field. Vince Coleman is there. Makes the catch. Side retired. The Mets threaten once again but do not score. No runs on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left at the end of 2. Cardinals nothing. Mets nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Mike Heath leading off the third for the Cardinals. Batting 222, 9 home runs, 36 runs batted in. Aguilera into the windup, and here's the pitch. Ground ball hit toward first. Fielded by Hernandez. Flipped to Aguilera, covering one down. Bob forced the pitcher down at the plate. He's batting 213 on the season. 1 home run, 8 runs batted in. Aguilera kicks and deals. Ground ball hit sharply to second. Fielded by Backman. Throws the first in time. 2 outs. Vince Coleman, 0 for 1. Grounded out to second, leading off the ball game. Aguilera into the windup, and here's the pitch. Ground ball hit the third. Fielded by Knight. Flies across the diamond in time. Side retired. The Cardinals go in order here in the third. We played 2.5 here at Shea. Cardinals nothing, Mets nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Lenny Dykstra was hit by a pitch, stole a base, but was left stranded in the first. Bob forced into the windup to pitch to Dykstra. Fly ball hit the left field. In and toward the line is Vince Coleman. Makes the catch, one down. Wally Backman steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He popped out to Mike Heath, the catcher, in the first. Force delivers. Fly ball hit the right field. Andy Van Slyke in front of the track makes the catch. 2 men down. Now to bring up Keith Hernandez. Keith Hernandez 0 for 1. Ground out to short. His first time up. Force into the windup, and here's the pitch. And it's low, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk to Keith Hernandez. You gotta bring up Ray Knight. Knight 0 for 1, ground out to short, his first time up. Hernandez not being held by Clark. Force from the set, delivers. Swung on and hit the center field. McGee into left center. He's under it. Makes the catch. Side retired. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left. We played 3 here at Shea. Cardinals nothing, Mets nothing on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Willie McGee leads off the top of the 4th for St. Louis. He's 0 for 1, struck out back in the first. Aguilera kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. McGee goes down swinging for the second time today. 1 out here in the 4th. You gotta bring up Ozzie Smith. Smith doubled back in the first, but was left stranded. Aguilera in the windup. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Smith goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 4 for Aguilera. 2 outs, nobody on for Jack Clark. Clark struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Aguilera in the windup, and here's the pitch. Line to the left field. Base hit for Jack Clark. It's the 2-out single for Clark. Makes the turn and holds at first as Wilson throws the ball back into the infield. Andy Van Slyke 0 for 1, fly out the left, back in the second. Clark with a short lead on first. He's not a threat. Aguilera from the set delivers. Ground ball hit tonight. Throws a short way to backman, covering second, inning over. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left. We played 3.5 here at Shea. Cardinals nothing, Mets nothing on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Darryl Strawberry leads off the bottom of the 4th for New York. He's 0 for 1, flied out to center field his first time up. Bob Force kicks and deals. Fly ball hit the deep right center field. Van Slyke onto the track in front of the fence, makes the catch. 1 down. Strawberry gave it a ride, but Van Slyke was able to run him down. One down here in the fourth. Mookie Wilson doubled his first time up, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. Right now, that is the biggest play of the game because the Mets had hits subsequent to that play, and that's the reason why the game is still scoreless. Force kicks and deals to Wilson. Swung on and drive, hit the deep right center field. Back goes Van Slyke, looking up and is out of here. Home run, Mookie Wilson. And he makes up for that base running faux pas. He puts the Mets in front by the score 1-0. So far in this doubleheader, the Mets have scored 3 runs, and all 3 runs have been solo home runs. They had 2 in the first game, and they get 1 from Mookie Wilson. Here's Gary Carter. He singled his first time up. Force kicks and deals. Ground ball slowly hit towards short. Scoop by Smith. Throws the first in time. Nice play by the Wizard. 2 went down. And that'll bring up Rafael Santana. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Force kicks and deals. Ground ball hit sharply to second. Fielded by Tommy Hurd. Throws the first in time. Side retired. But the Mets get a run on the Mookie Wilson home run. A run, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 4, it's the Mets 1, the Cardinals nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Terry Pendleton leads off the 5th for St. Louis. 0 for 1, grind out the short, back in the second. Aguilera now has a 1-0 lead to work with. The pitch to Pendleton. It's swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pendleton goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Aguilera. 1 down in the 5th. Here's Tommy Hurd. He's 0 for 1. Grounded out the second. His first time up. Aguilera into the windup. Here's the pitch. That's hit down the left field line. Fair ball. Wilson goes to retrieve it. Hurd round first. He cruises into second with a 1-out double. So he's a potential time run at second with 1 out for Mike Heath. He grounded out to Keith Hernandez back in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Hurd gets his lead off second. Aguilera from the stretch. The pitch to Heath. Ground ball hit sharply to short. Fielded by Santana. Looks Hurd back to second. Throws the first in time. 2 men down. Bob Forsh steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Grounded to second his first time up. Trying to help his own cause. Aguilera from the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball hit the third. Fielded by Knight. Fires across the diamond in time. Side retired. The Cardinals threaten but do not score. No runs are hit, no errors, and one left. We've played halfway here at Shea. It's the Mets 1. The Cardinals nothing on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Rick Aguilera leads off the bottom of the fifth. 0 for 1, flat out the left. Back in the second. Bob Force kicks and deals. Ground ball right side. Base hit in the right field for Aguilera. A leadoff single for the pitcher. And that'll bring up Maloney Dykstra. Dykstra's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the first, flat out the left in the third. Aguilera not being held at first. Forge from the stretch delivers. Swung on, fouled out of play, strike one. The 0-1 to Dykstra. Ground ball left side, base hit past the diving Smith. Aguilera stops at second. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Wally Backman. Backman's 0 for 2. He's popped up to the catcher, fly out the right field. Force from the set, delivers to Backman. Line drive in the right center field. In comes McGee. It's off his glove. Everybody moves up a base. It's being scored as an error on Willie McGee. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. The Cardinals are forced to bring the infield in for Keith Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out and walked. McGee reached down, tried to make a shoestring catch. It tipped off his glove. The official scorer has ruled it as an error. So now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball to short. Smith throws the home. They get the force play. And everybody else moves up a base. So the infield remains in. 1 out. Bases remain loaded for Ray Knight. Knight's over 2. He grounds to short, fly out the left. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Knight. Line drive. Base hit in the left center field. In comes Dykstra, backman rounding third. He's on his way to the plate. Hernandez on his way to third. It's a two-run single for Ray Knight, and the Mets now lead 3-0. So now it's runners at the corners with one out for Darryl Strawberry. The infield will play the corners in. The middle infield will play back for a double play. See if they can turn a double play. 3-0 New York. Strawberry 0 for 2. He's flat out to center, flat out the right. Force from the stretch delivers. Ground ball chopped out in front of the plate. Fielded by Heath. He looks Hernandez back. Throws the first in time to get Strawberry. Knight moves to second. So now it's runners at second and third with 2 outs for Mookie Wilson. Wilson is 2 for 2. He's doubled. He's homered. Two more potential RBIs on the base pass. Force from the stretch. Steps off. Now he's back on the rubber. The pitch to Wilson. Ground ball hit towards second. Fielded by her. Throws the first in time. Side retired. But the Mets get 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error. And 2 left. At the end of 5, it's the Mets 3, the Cardinals nothing on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Vince Coleman leads off the 6 for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. 3-0 New York, top of the 6th. Aguilera kicks and deals. A swing and a miss struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for Rick Aguilera. One down here in the 6th. Here's Willie McGee. McGee's 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Aguilera kicks and deals. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit in the center field. So 1 out single for Willie McGee. Ozzie Smith 1 for 2. He doubled back in the first. Struck out in the 4th. McGee gets his lead, but the Cardinals are down 3, so he's not really going anywhere. The pitch by Aguilera. Ground ball back to the mound. Fielded by Aguilera, turns, throws to second for one on the first. Double play, side retired. On 1-4-3. Double play, turn by the Mets. And that takes care of the Cardinals in the sixth. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 5.5, here at Shea, it's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Gary Carter leads off the bottom of the sixth for New York. He's 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out to short. The pitch to Carter. Ground ball hit towards short. Fielded by Smith. Throws the first, one down. Rafael Santana's 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out the second. Forge kicks and deals. Ground ball hit the third. Fielded by Pendleton. Fires across the diamond in time. 2 men down. That'll bring up Rick Aguilera. He's 1 for 2. Fly out and single. 3-0 New York. Bottom of the sixth, 2 outs. Force kicks and deals. Line drive caught by Jack Clark. Side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. At the end of 6, Mets 3, Cardinals nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Jack Clark leads off the 7th for the Cardinals. He's 1 for 2. He struck out and singled. Aguilera into the windup, and here's the pitch. Fly ball hit the left field. Mookie Wilson in the left center in front of the track makes the catch, 1 down. Here's Andy Van Slyke. He's 0 for 2. He's flied out the left and hit into a fielder's choice. Aguilera kicks and deals. Fly ball left field. Wilson back toward the line, toward the corner. Makes the catch, 2 men down. Terry Pendleton is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Aguilera gets the sign from Carter. Nods in agreement. Kicks and deals. Ground ball hit toward short. Fielded by Santana. Throws the first in time. Side retired. Stretch time here at Shea. It's the Mets 3, the Cardinals nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Lenny Dykstra leads off the bottom of the 7th. He's 1 for 2. He scored a run. He's stolen a base. He's also been hit by a pitch. Forced into the windup, kicks and deals. And it's low ball for Dykstra. Works out a leadoff walk. Here in the bottom of the 7th. The second walk issued by Forsh. Wally Backman steps to the plate. Backman is 0 for 3. He reached on the error back in the fifth and later scored. Dykstra will lead off first. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Backman. There goes Dykstra. The pitch is outside. The throw down. Not in time. Stolen base for Lenny Dykstra. His second of the game. He's now in scoring position with nobody out. Mets already up 3, looking for some more insurance. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Backman. And it's outside, ball 4. 2 consecutive walks here in the 7th. First and second, nobody out for Keith Hernandez. Hernandez 0 for 2, but he also has a walk. Hernandez leads the Mets with 78 runs batted in, looking to add to that total. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Hernandez. Ground ball slowly hit the second. Fielded by her. His only play is the first in time. As Dykstra and Backman move up a base. So now it's second and third with 1 out. For Ray Knight, the Cardinals are forced to bring the infield in. Knight 1 for 3, a 2 RBI single in the 5th. Force from the stretch. The pitch to Knight. Fly ball. Hit the left field. Back goes Coleman. He's under it. Makes the catch. Dykstra's going to tag and try to score. The throw is in time. Vince Coleman cuts down Lenny Dykstra trying to score the sacrifice on a fly ball. And the inning is over. So the Mets have run themselves into 2 outs on the bases today. Will it come back to cost them? We shall see. Tommy Hurd leads off the 8th for the Cardinals. He's 1 for 2. He doubled this last time up. Aguilera kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Hurd goes down swinging. Strikeout number 7 for Aguilera. That'll bring up Mike Heath. Heath 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. Aguilera kicks and deals. Fly ball, shallow center field. Lenny Dykstra makes the catch, 2 men down. And the Cardinals will hit for Bob Forsch. And Kirk Ford will be the pinch hitter for the Cardinals. Ford on the season batting .245, 3 home runs, 20 runs batted in. His job is try to get on base to prolong the inning. Aguilera in the windup, and here's the pitch. Fly ball hit the deep center field. Back goes Dykstra onto the track, makes the catch, side retired. The Cardinals are gone here in the eighth. We've played 7.5. Mets 3, Cardinals nothing on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. The Cardinals need a pitcher. And they will bring in Joe Baver. Joe Baver will be the pitcher. He will be an A pitcher. Alright, so he will be the new pitcher for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the eighth inning. Darryl Strawberry leads off the bottom of the eighth for New York. He's 0 for 3. Flied out twice and grounded out to the catcher. 3-0 New York, bottom of the eighth. Baver into the windup. Here's the pitch. And it's outside ball 4. It's the leadoff walk to Darryl Strawberry here at the bottom of the eighth. Mookie Wilson's 2 for 3. He's doubled. He's homered. Scored a run, knocked in a run. He's also grounded out to second. Strawberry takes his lead off first. Baby from the stretch. The pitch to Wilson. There goes Strawberry. The pitch is outside. A throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base for Darryl Strawberry. And he's in scoring position with nobody out. As the Mets look to try to add some insurance here in the bottom of the eighth. Baver from the stretch. The pitch to Wilson. Ground ball hit in front of the plate. Wilson grabs, Heath grabs it, looks Strawberry back to second, throws the first in time. Nice play by Mike Heath. Here's Gary Carter. Carter's 1 for 3. Single back in the second. Since then, he's grounded the short twice. Favor from the stretch. The pitch. Popped him up. Mike Heath removes the mask. Makes the catch. Big time out by Baver. And it's up to Rafael Santana to deliver the RBI hit. Santana's 1 for 3. He singled in the second. Since then, he's grounded out twice. Baver from the stretch. The pitch to Santana. Swing and a miss. Struck him outside. Retired. The Mets threaten but do not score. We go to the ninth. With the score, the Mets 3. The Cardinals nothing on the Backwards K Baseball Network. The Mets are trying to sweep, not only sweep a doubleheader, but to shut out the Cardinals twice. Bobby O Heater shut the Cardinals out in game 1, 2-0. Right now, Aguilera's working on a 3-0 shutout. Coleman, 0 for 3. Grounded out twice and struck out. Aguilera kicks and deals. A swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8 for Aguilera. 1 down in the ninth. Jesse Orozco is loosening just in case he is needed. Willie McGee 1 for 3. Struck out twice and single. Aguilera under the windup, and here's the pitch. Ground ball hit towards second. Backman bobbles it, and McGee is safe. In E4. First error they committed by the Mets today in this game. They committed 2 errors in the first game. But now Ozzie Smith, 1 for 3. Double back in the first. He also hit into a double play his last time up. The Mets will love to have that. That would end this ball game. Aguilera from the stretch. The pitch to Smith. Ground ball hit slowly towards second. Fielded by Backman. He throws the first in time. To get Smith, McGee moves to second. But now there are 2 outs. And the Cardinals are down to their last out, and it's Jack Clark. Clark is 1 for 3. He singled back in the fourth. 3-0 New York. Aguilera from the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball hit slowly towards second. Fielded by Backman. Throws the first, and the ball game is over. The New York Mets have swept a doubleheader from the Cardinals. Not only did they sweep the doubleheader, but they shut the Cardinals out in both games. Final score here at Shane. Game 2, Mets 3, Cardinals nothing. We'll be back to talk about it on the Backwards K Baseball Network. Welcome back to the Backwards K Baseball Network. The Mets have completed a doubleheader sweep over the Cardinals. They won the first game 2-0. They win the nightcap 3-0. Final line score: the Mets 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. The Cardinals no runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. For the Cardinals, they were 0 for 4 runners in scoring position. They left 4 men on base. Ozzie Smith hit his 13th double of the season. Tommy Hurt hit his 23rd double of the season. Willie McGee made his second error of the season. Ozzie Smith grounded to the 9th double play of the season. For the Mets were 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. They left 8 runners on base. Mookie Wilson hit his 18th double of the season. He also hit his 9th home run of the season. Ray Knight knocked in 2 runs. He now has 60 runs batted in. Mookie Wilson has 49 runs batted in. Lenny Dykstra stole 2 bases today. He now has 54 stolen bases. Darryl Strawberry stole a base. He now has 43. Wally Backman committed his 19th error of the season. Lenny Dykstra was hit by a pitch for the 6th time this season. Now for the pitching. First for the Mets, Rick Aguilera, complete game shutout. He now is 12-3. He only gave up 4 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8. His ERA is now 1.99. Bob Force takes the loss. He is now 11-8. He went 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, only 1 was earned. He walked 3, did not strike anybody out. He gave up 1 home run to Mookie Wilson. His ERA now is 3.28. Joe Baber pitched 1 inning. He walked a man, struck out a man. His ERA is 1.65. So, with the win, the Mets are now 81-33. The Cardinals dropped to 50-64. When we come back, we will take a look at the rest of the action on August 14th here on the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Welcome back to the Backwoods K Baseball Network. Let's take a look at the rest of the scores around Major League Baseball today. In Atlanta, it was the San Diego Padres over the Braves by the score of 6-2. In Cincinnati, the Reds defeated the Giants by the score of 2-1. In Houston, it was the Dodgers 5, the Astros 2. In Montreal, the Cubs shut out the Expos 3-0. And in Philadelphia, the Phillies defeated the Pirates by the score of 7-1. In the American League, it was the Orioles 4, the Indians 0 in Cleveland. In Detroit, the Tigers defeated the White Sox by the score of 5-2. In Kansas City, the Red Sox defeated the Royals by the score of 5-4. In Seattle, it was the Twins 15, the Mariners 5. And in Texas, the Brewers defeated the Rangers by the score of 6-2. Let's take a quick look at the standings in Major League Baseball. In the American League East, the Boston Red Sox have a 2-game lead over the Detroit Tigers. The Red Sox are 66 and 48, while the Tigers are 65 and 51. The Blue Jays are in third at 62 and 54, 5 games out. And everybody else in the East is under 500. In the American League West, the Texas Rangers have a 9-game lead over the Kansas City Royals. The Rangers are 73 and 42, while the Royals are 64 and 51. The Minnesota Twins are 62 and 53, 11 games back. The Angels are 60 and 54, 12 and a half games back, while the Athletics are 61 and 56, 13 games back. The White Sox and the Mariners are below 500. In the National League East, the Mets are 17 games in front of the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Mets, as mentioned before, are 81 and 33. The Pirates are 63 and 49. The Phillies are 62 and 51, 18 and a half back. And everybody else in the division is under 500. In the National League West, the Cincinnati Reds have a 4-game lead over the Houston Astros. The Reds are 62 and 51, while the Astros are 59 and 56. The Giants are 57 and 58, 1 game under 500 and 6 games behind the Reds. And that is a quick look at the standings in Major League Baseball here on August 14th. Once again, the New York Mets have defeated the St. Louis Cardinals by the score of 3-0. The Mets swept this doubleheader. They won the first game 2-0. They win the nightcap 3-0. They are now 81 and 33, as mentioned before. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were entertained. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're so inclined. Once again, the final score, the New York Mets 3, the St. Louis Cardinals nothing in Game 2 of this doubleheader. This has been a presentation of the Backwards K Baseball Network. Hope to see you in the upper deck. So long, everybody.